Hi, my name is Hidayat Greenfield. I'm the elected regional secretary of the IUF in the Asia Pacific region. The IUF is a global union federation representing workers throughout the food system, including workers in beverage and food manufacturing, and that includes workers working for the global company PepsiCo. This is a special solidarity message from all of our members across the Asia Pacific region in support of the United Workers Union UWU members in South Australia, who are preparing for a very important fight now for a decent and fair wage. It's completely unacceptable that a global company like PepsiCo, which is doing extremely well in terms of its revenue and its massive profits and its massive payouts to its shareholders, is denying you a fair wage and has done so for a number of years. It's time, sisters and brothers, to do what's right by yourselves, by your families, to ensure that all of that hard work, that blood and that sweat that you put into this work, that contribution that made this successful, that made sure the product did well out there, made sure the business is running well, that you get a return on that in terms of a fair wage. And especially with the cost of living crisis, you can really feel it for you and your families, and this is really the time to come together and say enough is enough. If management was, of course, negotiating in good faith, recognizing your contribution and ready to pay a fair wage, I'm sure you'd be negotiating and it would be done by now. Clearly, that's not the case, and it's time for industrial action, which is your internationally recognized and legitimate right, because you need to exercise your bargaining power in these very tough negotiations. What's also unfair is that in Queensland, United Workers Union members have negotiated a wage that's significantly higher than your wage, and there's absolutely no reason why there should be that gap between workers in Queensland and South Australia. This is just management, local management, taking advantage and trying to squeeze you for as much as they can and prevent you from getting your fair share. So let's get your fair share. Let's tackle this cost of living crisis head on through collective bargaining and industrial action. Let's close that gap, that unfair gap between yourselves and our sisters and brothers in Queensland, who are obviously in full support of you. And let's take the action that's needed and send a clear signal to PepsiCo that enough is enough and you deserve a fair wage, which is your right. You have the full support of our members across the Asia Pacific region. Keep organizing, fighting and winning, and stay strong, keep safe, and stay blessed.